I've got the apartment to myself today, except of course the cat. And so I'm sort of bouncing between living room and kitchen work. Did the dishes. I'm working on scripts for my next book and page series on Greek tragedy. So I get to read the Bacchae today, but I also figured I'm gonna make some snacks. So first of all, I'm gonna make cupcakes because I really want lemon cupcakes. Is this a normal size box? How many cupcakes does this make? What's a normal size box? Okay. So, a few things. Like I said, I'm mostly doing at-home work today. Trying to get a couple things done before I hit this weekend and we hit April. Because I want to have the Greek tragedy buffer added to my book and page, because I realized my Hobbit buffer was getting real far down. Real far down. So that's sort of my big hope for the rest of this week. And this isn't getting uploaded today. This will probably get uploaded on Thursday, because I have an interview coming up. Interview audition thing for doing some tour guide work this summer season into October. So that would be really cool to get. God, I guess I should actually double check these instructions. Yeah, would you look at that? I'm already not in the right place. Now, I have this audition thing coming up on Thursday, so this will probably get uploaded on Thursday as a distraction tactic for not freaking out, because that's always a good plan, to not freak out. I gotta go get the blender. I got the blender. So, not freaking out. Always a good plan. So, yeah. I've got that audition coming up. I've got work on my thesis that I've started doing some additional reading that's been suggested to me. Which, that will continue, but timing-wise, again, was just a little awkward simply because I have this audition coming up, right? So, timing-wise, I need to focus on that as well, along with this reading. I'm definitely going to have to get a bus pass. Found out that the bus from my place gets right down to the local university, and actually right in front of the local university's library. So I definitely have like easy access to it, but it's going to be a whole lot cheaper, especially if I have to take the bus to work and everything, if I just have a bus pass rather than literally pay $3 every bus ride, so $6 to get from where I'm going and back again. Not a good plan. So, cup and a third water, third cup vegetable oil, 3 large eggs. Alright. Okay, those. So it's been an interesting experience with this thesis, because it didn't quite go as any of us were planning it to go. But that's full on the learning experience. If you ever expect sort of life to hand everything to you, you're gonna be real upset about that. And again, it's taken me some time to figure that out. I've definitely figured out I need time to get emotional, feel upset, feel sad, And then to move on from there and figure things out. So I'm definitely on to the, okay, I'm done being upset phase, to the let's do what we can do and not worry about what we can't do phase, which is why, I mean, right now, I'm focusing on other things because I'm sort of in a holding point, because I can do some of this reading, but it's hard reading. It's hard to sit there for several hours, especially since I can't take anything out. So taking my time at it is definitely my best bet. And I have other things in my life. Like, I've really learned that I can't just sit here and say, this is the one plan I have for my life. Oh no, it's not working out, and then sit here and cry, right? So there's other projects I want to work on that I'm balancing my time with. So I want to get work this summer. So yes, I'm going to focus on, that interview coming up, because that's an important thing for getting work this summer, right? So, like, I can't sacrifice every other aspect of my life for one aspect of my life. Especially my well-being, my mental and physical health. Which is why even today, I'm trying not to go just hog wild on one specific project. I'm trying to do some balance practice. So you're getting a vlog. I'm getting cupcakes. A distraction for not freaking out Thursday. I am terrible with the cracking of eggs today. Oh well, that's great. Not freaking out on Thursday, and also again book and page stuff happening. So I'm feeling pretty good about it again. Did thesis stuff yesterday, so it's not like that's not getting work done on it. Something in the ball just shifted, like an air pocket blew up, and I was just not expecting that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over here and blend it, because one, that's going to be real loud for you, and two, I don't want to get my camera covered in that. Ooh, okay, so how do I need to blend this? Large bowl on low speed for 30 seconds. Okay, it's nice. I got this clock over here on top of the oven, so I go by that. Okay, yeah, no, that is cupcake batter everywhere. And that was just the initial mixing of the cupcake batter. I've now got to beat it for 2 minutes on a higher speed. Okay, cat's having her crazy times. Okay. To save battery power and save the absolute embarrassment of me just throwing cupcake everywhere, I'll come back after this is beaten for 2 minutes. Ta-da! Nicely beaten cake mix where the cupcakes are gonna be. So, we get the liners. Yeah, so it's about balance at this point in time, and balance is never easy. Balance is never easy. So I'm going to do my best. Again, keeping something of a focus on like specific events as I go. And of course there's a new one coming up because it's almost April. And you know what vlogging happens in April? A lot of vlogging. Yeah, Vita's coming up, and obviously I just need to put that on my plate as well, along with everything else. So, no promises that it's going to be every day, but I'm certainly going to do my best. Especially since, like, my parents have gotten used to the fact that, like, I talk to a camera for, reasons. Actually, my mother subscribed to this channel, so. How's my cake baking skills, Mom? You probably can't even see this, it's fine. So, yeah, it's it's April, so of course I'm going to do Vita. Oh yeah, that's the other exciting thing I don't think's gotten mentioned in a video. I finished a draft of Eagles, my second novel in my trilogy, my Beasts of Battle trilogy. So you've got a copy now, Rach. So after I get my buffer for books and pages a little more up, I'm heading back to do some more editing on Wolves, which is the first one. And then work's going to be my main priority, with like thesis being the next biggest thing, because those are sort of my two responsibilities for, you know, exterior people. I don't have a big audience on here, so a lot of what I do for YouTube is for me. Book and pages is certainly for me, and then you as well, Rach, right? So it's more like worldly responsibilities gotta come first, but again, it's about balance. I'm not gonna completely shove all my projects aside, because then I wouldn't get any of my projects done. So it's about balance. It's about not just doing the one thing, but it's also about trying to focus on only one or two things. Well, 2 or 3 once I have work thrown in there. That way I'm not so, like, jumping around that I'm not getting anything done. Like I said, that's why, like, my book and pages buffer and my interview are the two big things this week. I had a break for lunch, and I've got like 2.5 scripts written for book and page, so I figure now is the time. I don't know why I put them here. I need this section. Now is the time to ice in some cupcakes. I'm so good at this. Today's going surprisingly well. I've got cupcakes. I remembered vaguely on time to have lunch. And I've got all my references set up for my interview / audition for Thursday. What am I in here for? Butter. So, I mean, like I said, all in all, it's actually been a really good day for getting things done. The hope is to get like several scripts done. That way I can charge the camera battery tonight, and then tomorrow morning power film a couple of those videos. I say power film because with this audition, they're actually like giving us historical events to talk about. But we only get the event that we're going to talk about 24 hours in advance from when our actual thingamabobber is supposed to be audition. So, power filming some of these videos tomorrow morning, well, yesterday morning by the time you're seeing this, will mean that I have videos that I can have edited and rendering all nice while I get my historical event and get it memorized. Like, immediately after I stopped filming, after being all like, I'm gonna get so much more done today and it's gonna be great, I checked my email and the audition people decided to give us 48 hours with our information rather than 24. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to do the script writing instead. And my brain sort of made this noise. So that stuff's just over there. I'm going to make another yummy thing. Because I want to try and make this recipe I found on Pinterest for fruit leather. Basically an adult version of fruit by the foot type thing. I just gotta find it in all of this yet. So I'm gonna try and make this fruit leather. It's strawberry here, but we got all this frozen fruit in here, so I guess I'm probably gonna make like a mixed fruit leather type thing. We'll see how this turns out. I'm gonna put probably some music on, maybe a YouTube video. I think The Completionist had a really cool one up, so I'm probably gonna pop that on and see how this goes. And I'll let you know, because my brain is making the noise. Yeah, I just checked the timeline on this, and it's supposed to take like 3 hours, so I maybe should have put that in sooner. And we're gonna see how my parents respond to the fact that, like, oh, you want to make supper? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe I'll suggest breakfast for supper. No, that still requires bacon. Oops. Yep. So that's a discussion I'm going to have, but at least it won't involve dishes, because I'm going to go ahead and do those now. So I'm finally going to say, talk to you later, and I've got some dishes to do. See ya.